Hi everybody and welcome to today's video. For the first time ever, I'm doing a completely unplanned video because I was like, if I don't film, I will just not film for a very long time. I just kept on delaying, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna film. So normally all of my videos are planned. They've got a very nice and consistent structure. I talk from points 1 to 10. This video is not going to be like that, so if that's not for you, then definitely feel free to switch off, watch something else. This is like a life update, a job update, a situation update, and I guess I'm just going to talk about like some of the reasons why I haven't been filming. So one of the main reasons that I have not been filming is I am 35 weeks pregnant. So yes, that's a really big reason. I guess like I've just been keeping it on the down low online, not on my Instagram, not my personal Instagram, but just I haven't really talked about it on YouTube. It's a new thing for me, don't really know what's going on. That's the only reason. Another reason that I haven't filmed is because I genuinely have full-on PTSD, workplace drama, trauma. Everywhere I've worked, somebody has reported my social media, whether that's just an Instagram post talking about on call, whether that's because I've been filming on site behind like a blank wall, or whether that is because I couldn't stay behind after working hours because I had plans. So all of this stuff has given me quite a lot of trauma and I've definitely learned from it, but it has taken time for me to just like get through this pregnancy and also try and remain stress-free and also just have the desire and the motivation to film again, because for a long time I was just scared of picking the camera up. And I know I've not got like this massive outreach or anything, but obviously working in like a professional job, it's important to not mess it up. So I've just I've done my best to remain as under the radar as possible. So that is another reason why I haven't filmed. And for the 3 people who actually care and left me some questions for my Q&A. I did write in my community, like anyone who's got any questions, let me know, and I got 3 people who wanted to ask me some questions. So for those people who care, I will answer your questions now. Do you think your job allows you to grow in your career and as a person? 100%. This is exactly what I was saying. Oh, I guess I need to give you a job update. So I'm no longer full-time hospital, I'm actually full-time primary care. I'm not exactly working for a PCN, but I am in primary care. There are a few things that I really miss about hospital and a few things that I really like about primary care. I feel like it's definitely making me grow, and also I think because I've done community, because I've done hospital, and I've got quite a few months of experience of primary care, I definitely feel more well-rounded as a pharmacist. But do I miss hospital? Absolutely. Do I think I'll go back one day? Maybe. Yeah, like I said, there's things that I like and dislike about both kind of sectors, so we'll see about that. I think the future is unknown at this moment in time when it comes to my career, but at the moment I'm happy where I am. I'm just going to see how it goes from there. If you guys want like a more detailed breakdown of the differences that I've found between primary and secondary care, then just let me know in the comments and I will let you know. I'm constantly told by my family and friends that just get a thicker skin and just be strong. The workplace has definitely taught me that not everybody is out there, like even if you have the best intentions and even if you love everyone and want to get on with everyone, not everyone will feel the same way about you. And I learned that the hard way, I guess. So that's something that's made me grow as a person. I don't think I'll ever want to lose who I am. Like I don't want to become all cynical and nasty or anything like that. Yeah, I think it's definitely taught me a few lessons. I'd love to see an update on your work life. So I think I've given that. I'm now in primary care. And can you do an interview with people who did the GPHC registration process with MPharm degree from other European countries? Do you mean OSPAP? Or do you mean people who have come overseas to study here? International students? Just let me know what you meant by that. The third question was, I've watched your previous video regarding studying either in London or other cities. My daughter decided to go to university outside of London. I wish she may experience living in a great city like London someday in the future. What do you think the pros and cons or comparison between studying in London and other cities? Okay, so if I could go back in time, I wouldn't study in London because the student loan that I got from the government was nowhere near enough to cover, like it didn't even cover the accommodation to be able to live in London. And so I had the student loan and I had my parents' help during that time. And I think that financially, it just wasn't the best decision. I mean, if you're super loaded and can afford to be in London, then yes, I would highly recommend it because you can do what you want. But I think I was quite mentally stressed at the time because I genuinely had no income. My parents were supporting me, the government was supporting me, but it just wasn't enough. I was just like living in like tiny rooms all across London. I couldn't even enjoy student life because I didn't have the money to do that. So I feel like now that I earn, I definitely have more fun because I can spend money on going out and stuff, but I didn't at the time in London. So I would have studied elsewhere. And particularly for a degree like pharmacy, you can get a degree anywhere. No one's going to be like, oh, why didn't you study in London? It's not about universities, it's about getting your license at the end of the day. So for vocational, you know, qualifications and vocational professions like pharmacy, I think it's not necessary to study in London. So I would say for your daughter, don't be concerned, and then you can always come and work in London, which is what I've seen quite a lot of people do. So yeah, I think that's fine. What else? Oh, I got an email as well, which I said I would reply to, and this person said that they're happy with me answering it in video, and that was, I'm currently finishing my training year in hospital. I've secured a band 6 job with the same trust, but I'm unsure of where to go with this, to stay in hospital or go to community or GP. This environment can be quite toxic and the work is demanding. I don't feel prepared to look after 2 wards. Again, my advice for this kind of stuff is always going to be the same. I think it's a lot harder to get into hospital than out of it. Like basically, if you know like hospital is just not for me and I will never enjoy it, then 100% leave. But if you're on the fence, I would say stay. Get at least 2 or 3 years experience working in hospital. When you're young is the best time to do that, when you haven't got like family commitments, when you're not pregnant, if you don't have kids, like that kind of thing, because it is really demanding and you'll be on call and that's going to be tough, especially if you've got a family life. So when you're young and not really sure what to do and you're still living at home, I always say to those kind of people, stay in hospital, get your experience, and once you've got experience in like multiple different wards, multiple different rotations, that sets you up for a really good career path in many different directions. However, like I said, if you absolutely hate it and you know that it's not for you, don't stay. And if you start the job and you think it's affecting my mental health to the point where I'm like really miserable, again, don't stay. So that is my advice. So I've answered 4 questions there. I've given you guys a quick update. I don't want to make this video way too long. I've got a few things in the pipeline. One is I'm hoping to do like a video on gestational diabetes, because that is currently what I've got, which is diabetes in pregnancy. And I want to go through how I'm using my monitor, how I'm monitoring every day and what I'm eating. So I think that's something that I want to film in the future. It's getting a little bit close to my due date / being full term. So I definitely want to film that soon. Another video I want to film is the differences that I've found between primary care and secondary care. And if you guys have any ideas for my next videos, let me know. I just wanted to film this one as a quick update, quick comeback, and me trying to overcome this fear of filming. One thing that I will never probably do again is film anywhere near work or at work, and that is just because it's just not worth the stress of getting reported by people who just don't really know me or see my intention. And my intention's always been like to share the true side of pharmacy. I think it's a shame that it's turned out that way, but I think that's the way I need to keep it, just to make everyone happy and not cause any trouble. Anyway, that was a very rambly video and it's already over 10 minutes, so I will stop filming, but I'm hoping to be back. And if you've got any ideas, any questions, let me know. Bye.